Hello, Internets. This is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Entombed Valley to bring you another StarCraft 2 commentary. Actually, it's going to be a co-cast commentary, a triple C, if you will. My co-caster today is going to be that sweaty nerd.
Yes, it is. And hey, guys, I've been casting for a little bit. I have 3 games on my channel, not really having much, but I'm having really fun doing it, and I can't wait to start this cast with BoneCarlos today.
Woohoo! Just a fresh caster from Mighty Oaks, Tiny Acorns Grow. Yeah, that's a saying. I'm pretty sure that's a saying. That's a saying. We're just going to roll with it. But let's go ahead and introduce the players. Today we have MTD Rage spawning as the red Protoss. His opponent is going to be Confiture spawning as the blue Terran. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself, that sweaty nerd, or the sweaty. Is it that or the?
It's that.
That sweaty nerd? Okay, got it. Got it.
I'm a small caster. I actually just bought StarCraft 2 less than a year ago, almost a year, because my friend pretty much made me buy it, and then I just really got into it, and I decided to cast whenever I got to silver. So I'm not really that good, just a crappy Silver League player that likes to cast games.
Hey, you know what? Casting games is someone's specialty, and it's going to be our specialty today. And this game is actually brought to you by rCastit, so if you guys have time, check out that subreddit. It's really cool if you guys want to get your replays uploaded, because I know there's a lot of casters out there that just cast mainstream games, pro-level plays, and if you guys want to get your name out there, or at least just watch your guys' own game by someone talks over it, post it up there, and we'd be more than happy to take care of it. Pretty good community right over there, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm on Reddit hours every day, so...
Hours,
yeah.
Love it. And we already actually see MTD Rage finally get to Confiture's base. He's gonna go ahead and scout around and not check anything out just yet, but he already has his refinery up, so that tells me that he's not really gonna go for a quick expansion. But you can never be too sure in StarCraft 2. It looks like he's just gonna go ahead and shoo away that probe and gonna go ahead and keep on doing what he's doing.
Yeah. After MTD Rage didn't see that fast expand, I think he would expect maybe a 3 racks pressure or something else, especially if he saw that second racks come down now. But he's going to be a little bit too afraid to expand himself, as he is chrono boosting out that Zealot now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him tack on a gateway or two and maybe a robo.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it looks like MTD Rage actually did exactly what he saw that refinery go down. He saw that first barracks and said, you know what, I'm gonna head on home, start chroning out my units. And he's already has 3 gateways, so no fast expansion just yet for either player. And they're both just kind of gleaming off of each other, scouting. Not so much Confiture, since I don't think he is just pushing out with his initial SCV.
Yeah, and you see MTD Rage go for that second gas right now, and I can't wait to see what he has in store, because he is holding up almost 50 energy now, and he is not chrono boosting out his warp gate research or that second stalker. I wouldn't be surprised to see some 4-gate pressure, throw on another warp gate and try to apply pressure to the counter pressure almost.
Yeah, you have a point, but at this point, 4-gate wouldn't be really recommended, since it's already too late, and especially putting on that second assimilator. A 4-gate you generally want to do off of 1 assimilator. I mean, speaking from a Protoss, as a Protoss player, you want to do it off of 1 assimilator, and you already want to have your warp gate about 75% done. Right now, he's about 50%, and that warp gate isn't going to be finished up, or warp gate tech isn't going to be finished up for another minute and a half at least. But he is putting down a Nexus, and this could spell disaster, since you see Confiture is already pushing out with that 5 Marine single Marauder with a couple more Marines in tow. So I'm interested to see exactly what goes down, especially since MTD Rage only has a couple of Zealots, a Stalker, and a Sentry.
Yeah, as the Terran had Stimpack started, I believe. No, that was something else, but he just started Stimpack now, and with a good force field, he could have trapped those Marines and maybe killed a few off, but Marauder slow will not get that single Zealot there, as this Terran force can really hurt the Protoss this early game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's getting in a second sentry and a second stalker up, and right now, up against this Marine with Micro, it can cause tremendous amounts of damage. Already one Zella is down, and now this expansion is really vulnerable, and Confiture's doing a great job of just putting pressure back and forth, making sure that MTD Rage is not comfortable, and he's going to go ahead and try to focus down this next while at the same time doing enough damage to the sentry, and Concussive Cells is down. A sentry does go down. Now, Force Field does block off a couple of Marines. They will go down, but right now, it is Confiture's, push to lose, since he is just sitting pretty and going to attack that expansion.
Yeah, the Protoss player throws down a Robo right there, so he is going 3-gate Robo. And he didn't really see any tech this early, like no factory yet. The Terran player just kind of going off 2 barracks, but he did start an expansion down now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some mech play now. Even, like, probably not Hellions, but Thors perhaps late game, or oh god, I'm failing right now.
Maybe some siege tanks, maybe.
Yeah, siege tanks. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Carlos.
I do what I can. I help those fledgling casters out. What's that thing called that shoots really far and it sieges up and it's in the form of a tank? Oh, dude, siege tanks. I got you.
Yes,
thank you, man. I got you. And right now, MTD Rage's expansion finally does go down. He's going to go ahead and transfer his probes. But at the same time, Confiture has his command center 50% done, and he's only on 2 barracks, and he's finally putting down a factory. And right now, he might try to dual contain, but it's anyone's ball game at this point. Both players kind of did a Confiture did a harass. MTD repelled it. But no real tech structures have been gleaned just yet. I mean, MTD does have his robotics facility. He is supply blocked at the moment. Where is that? He is supply blocked. He's finally going to put him down a pylon. But yeah, it looks like Confiture's putting down a bunker at his main ramp leading up to it. So Confiture just, I sensed that what Confiture tried to do was just do some sort of early harassment. And while that was going on, get an expansion of his own. But since MTD Rage put down the expansion first, he's kind of just not knowing what to do. He's putting down an extra bunker just in case, but really that's not needed at all.
Yeah, a big mid-game push for the Protoss or the Terran player rather, Confiture, and those Marauders just eat through Stalkers, and if he could do enough damage to the Zealots, he's going to be in a great shape here coming on to the mid to late game.
Yeah, definitely. But right now, the sentries are the heart of the Protoss army. Each of them have at least 2 force fields, and with a fourth one on their way, they could easily force field this entire main ramp up. And I think Confiture senses that. He saw all those sentries and said, nope, 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 I'm going to go ahead and head on home and see what I could do from there. And that's actually a smart play, since what I've noticed, if you try to contain an opponent, if you focus too much on the containment, you could slip by and do some sort of drop. Maybe, and especially with Protoss, since they could warp on the low ground, and then MTD Rage has that pylon perfectly placed, that if Confiture just focuses on the contain, puts down bunkers to contain, MTD could just start warping in units on the low ground and just attack the main base of Confiture. But he did a great job of just pulling back and just saving his own hide for the later game.
Yeah, and as you see Confiture with the Tech Lab on the starport and Cloak starting, I wouldn't be surprised to see some Cloak Banshees. Well, obviously that's his plan, but with the double starport, 1 factory, he could be transitioning to more of an air game.
And yeah, definitely, yeah, double starport. This factory is just sitting there. It's not doing anything. But what's bad for Confiture and good for MTD Rage, and I say good for MTD Rage because, again, I'm a Protoss player, so I got to root for the Protoss player. But the observers are up, so Confiture is not going to catch MTD Rage off guard or off on the wrong foot. Colossus is already up, so good for MTD Rage. He's gearing up to take his 3rd expansion of the game, and right now he's actually in the lead in the he's definitely in the lead in the income tab, or in the harvester count anyway, 43 to 30. But the power of the OP mules, that's right, I said it, OP mules, pretty much keeps Confiture in the game economically wise.
Yeah, 3 starports with Tech Labs and Cloak Banshees. I think he might be overcommitting a little bit, especially with the lack of scouting knowledge he knew. I think if he would have known that he went for Kali Tech, which is kind of obvious, but if he would have just had that assurance that there's now 2 Colossus on the field, he would have went more Vikings than so all-in-y with the with the Banshees.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And if you take a look at Confiture's scouting information, all he knows is that there's one warp gate in the main and a nexus at the expansion. He has not scanned. He has not done any kind of scouting whatsoever. So he doesn't know that the observers are up and in play at the moment. And right now we actually see a little bit of a push with MTD Rage. He says he figures he has Colossus Tech up. He pushes forward and does a little bit of damage, takes a couple of shields damage, but that is a-okay. Shields do regenerate. He's going to go ahead and poke back and forth and just do the dance o' death.
Yeah, and he's waiting to attack here. +1 is almost done. If he chronos that out a little bit, that'll get done a lot sooner, as he is doing so very wisely. Yeah, nothing really happening here. His third is becoming saturated, and I'd like to see him throw down, I guess, nothing else now because he doesn't have the minerals for it, but eventually get another forge for double upgrades, because he does have that in extended thermal lance, and upgrades with that would be great. As the second forge is finishing, sorry I didn't see that, as these Cloak Banshees are just harassing this mineral line of MTD Rage, and he has no idea because his army is completely out of position to handle this.
And you are right, it already has 7 kills, 8 kills. It's going to go ahead and take down that photon cannon with
9
ease.
kills, 10.
But at the same time, MTD Rage just go ahead and pushes forward with his own units. And right now, a scan does reveal all the ops of MTD Rage, and he is forced to pull back since he cannot detect the Cloak Banshee. Huge attack going down, forced to guardian shield everything that MTD Rage has, but he has no answer to those Cloak Banshees. Since all the observers are dead, and he is going to be forced to retreat. All the structures are getting picked apart, and again, a full-on retreat by Rage, and he just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to pull his units from. This Cloak Banshee at his natural expansion has 14 kills at the moment, and the Cloak Banshees at the front are just decimating everything that Rage has. And I wouldn't be surprised if a Colossus goes down to the Cloak Banshees, but Confitcher decides to pull back.
Yeah, I don't know what MTD Rage was doing there. He had an observer ready to be able to spot those.
Yeah,
so
I know exactly what
questionable.
happened in that situation. He just got overwhelmed. I mean, it happens to everyone where you're getting hit from multiple angles. You hear that notification that your expansion is getting killed, your probes are dying, but at the same time you got an attack up the front at the front of your army. He would just pull too many places at once. He didn't know what to do. And that's just how it happened. And looking at the units lost tab, I mean, the units lost are pretty much even, but with the cheaper units of the Terran forces, the resources count does favor Confitcher, losing only 3,100 to 58 or 5,950 of MTD Rage. And the Cloak Banshees are in full effect, again pushing into the natural expansion. Another photon cannon is taken down, no canceling that. 2 observers are in the mix. Finally spot the Cloak Banshees, and the Cloak Banshees are forced to pull back just now. Finally, Confitcher says, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting attacked while I'm cloaked. There must be observers in the mix. And then look at this. Confitcher's actually taking them. Looks like he's taking the 11 o'clock position and took in a little sneaky secret expansion of his own.
Yeah, good upgrade as well. You didn't mention it, by MTD Rage getting observer speed. That's a really unused, or less used than it should be, upgrade, because it's just not really useful unless the opponent is going a lot of cloaked units, as Confitcher is now making some Vikings to counter the Colossus, which is a great move, as the Protest Death Ball is just getting stronger and stronger here as the late game progresses with the easy upgrades. And the Terran, does he even have any upgrades on his Marines?
I don't think he has any upgrades, anything.
He does
yet,
not.
No. And we see a huge...
Well, Terran ship weapons is almost done.
Yeah, and with this huge fleet of Banshees, again, moving in and around the map, I don't think MTD Rage caught that. He doesn't look like he's reacting to it at all. And we see another fleet going in to attack MTD Rage's third base, while at the same time he takes his fourth. But right now, both players are just out of position. We see another fleet of Banshees and Vikings at the natural expansion, so I expect to see a double-pronged attack any second, while most of Rage's army is in the middle of the map, and he's actually pulling back. Maybe he gleams something, but here it comes. Here come Confitcher's Banshees. They're going to go ahead and take on the Taiwan very quickly, so no warpins just yet. They're going to focus down the Nexus.
No, they go straight for the Nexus.
Now they're finally going to go ahead. A blink for the Battle Stalkers, but it's not going to be in time. The Nexus does go down, and the observers finally get there, and they're going to go ahead and shoot away a little bit of micro on those Banshees. And in that meantime, I would have actually liked to see Confitcher actually push forward, but those 3 photon cannons are there to repel any sort of cloaked Banshee play at the moment. So what I would suggest for Rage to do is just put up those photon cannons at the extremities of your map or at the extremities of your bases, and you will be a-okay. And MTV Rage is actually pulling up Stargates of his own to counter these Banshees, so expect Phoenixes or maybe even Void Rays in the near future.
Yeah, you see a lot of Protoss players kind of transition to Phoenix as of late. Usually they try it early game, but hey, late game they're always good as well. And MTD Rage is just killing on the upgrades. He has his ground armor level 3 on the way that he could chrono boost out right now. He's just waiting till he has enough money for the weapons 3. So the upgrades are definitely going to be a huge advantage.
Oh yeah,
game.
definitely. I mean, you have no idea how big upgrades are and how important they are until you lose to an inferior army that has superior upgrades, and that's happened to me with up against Terran, coincidentally. I mean, I had a bigger army, but they just had better upgrades, and I got demolished, and that is just a humiliating feeling and just a humbling experience overall, and really makes you focus on those upgrades, especially throughout the entire gaming experience.
Yeah, as you see, the Protoss player has 2 Stargates right here. And they're completely unused. You said how good they were, and then they were a great choice by Rage, but unused, how good of a choice will it be? As the Protoss player is making another observer, and you have to think the Protoss is thinking about making air units because he's starting weapons 1
He
right
is
now.
definitely air weapons 1, ground level armor 3. And it's an odd choice. I mean, putting up 2 Stargates and not using them, especially with the amount of minerals and gas he has, definitely an odd choice. But like I said before, he's being pulled every which way by the harassment of Confiture. And the only downside that I would see from Confiture's harassment as he attacks the 3rd again, and it might go down. It looks like a couple more volleys does, and the Nexus does die. Phoenix are there. Finally, 2 Phoenix are there, and 1 Phoenix is all you really need at this point with the Observer speed upgrade. They can keep up with the Phoenix, and they're going to go ahead and pick apart this Banshee force, and the Banshee force is actually going to go ahead and attack whatever is in the area. And finally, the harassment of Cloaked Banshees is solved by a couple of Phoenixes, and a couple more Stargates are put down at the 4th, while the 3rd is being retaken. And in Confiture's base, he really has nothing else. He has those 4 starports with those tech labs, but now he's pulling out Vikings, and battle cruisers are on the way. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Wow. Yeah, 4 Stargates, 3 of them being used finally. And yeah, battle cruisers are really good against Protoss. They're really good against anything because they seemingly never die. And
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, if you have SCV backups, you have a couple of SCVs with a couple of battle cruisers, they just don't die. And trust me, I have died to 2 battle cruisers with a mass stalker army. It's just unbelievable how strong battle cruisers are, and I'm ashamed that most Terrans really don't go there. But Confiture isn't ashamed. He is proud of his Terran heritage, and he's just gonna go ahead and say, battle cruisers, I'll build 5 at a time. Holy cattle bruisers, as Day 9 would say. And this secret expansion by Confiture is actually unharassed at this point, and I don't think MTD Rage has no idea that that is up at the moment while he takes his 5th.
Yeah, as you said, he takes his 5th. I was gonna say I'd like to see him expand again, and he sure did. And I would actually like to see him on a few more barracks, because what is 2 barracks gonna do late game? Yeah, he has a ton of air, but the Protoss is doing a really good job at making sure he counters this with not many zealots, mostly stalkers, blink stalkers at that, Phoenix. I can't wait to see what the Protoss does to counter this mass air.
I'm assuming, I'm just like, what the feel I get up from this game is that Rage has been harassed by Cloaked Banshees. He is sick of it. He's massing up Phoenixes. He's going straight for her just to counter air, and that's not necessarily what you want to do. In my opinion, if this were the game that I were playing, if I were MTD Rage, I would go straight for High Templar. With that many Cloaked Banshees on the field, I would assume without any kind of scouting that there were at least 3 starports up. I mean, there are 4 with tech labs, and I would assume that the natural transition to that would be battle cruisers, and High Templar would just eat through battle cruisers, especially with feedback. You don't even need Psionic Storm. You just need a couple of Templar 3 or 4 doing feedback, and those battle cruisers are really getting melted away. While MTV Rage is going to go ahead and poke forward with his Phoenix, lose a couple, and just scouts off, and he looks like he did spot those battle cruisers, and he's thinking, oh, I see your battle cruisers, and I'm going to go ahead and raise you a mothership.
Yeah, motherships are quite good, and it really saddens me that they're being taken out of
Dude, don't even
heart
speak.
of
That
the
is
swarm.
something we shall not speak of, sir. Ah.
Okay, I'm very sorry about that.
The Cougar ships.
MTD Rage is responding with his own Void Rays, though, as they are the logical counter to battle cruisers.
Well, in small numbers, I wouldn't say so. It takes a while for Void Rays to charge up. But since the battle cruisers are massive, they do. I think Void Rays do get a natural advantage over them. At Planetary Fortress, couple of missiles are going to go ahead and chase over the Phoenix and say, "Whoa, we can't shoot down." Stalkers help us out. 2 missiles go down, and this Planetary Fortress is going to go ahead and be focused down. Blink is in effect. Planetary Fortress will go down. Boom goes the fortress. And MTD Rage is just going to go ahead and hunt home, but the entire air fleet of Confeature was there to block off the retreat of MTD Rage and the entire Protoss forces. And now it's Battlecruisers, Ravens, and Colt Banshees versus Stalkers. And I got to hand it to the Terran Army at this point. Holy feedback! Goes the High Templar. Those Battlecruisers are taking on a half health very quickly. Archons are being warped and merged. They're going to go ahead and zap away at the battlefield, but a PvP is in effect. Those Archons are taken out very quickly, and now, look at the food count, 112 to 200. I'm not sure what the Protoss army can do at this point.
Yeah, especially against mass air. I mean, this is more something you'd see in like a Bronze League game that's just mass air. But hey, if Confiture is good at, and it sure looks like he is with his just ton of battle cruisers and Vikings, and he is bringing down SCVs to repair these now. Could this be game for Confiture if he attacks now?
But again, Mothership hasn't being put into play yet. A well-placed Vortex, a well-placed Archon toilet will destroy this completely. I've seen it before, and I've seen it happen time and time again. And this is something that you don't want to be. This is where you don't want to be as a Terran player in the late game versus Protoss, because undeniably Protoss is strongest in the late game. They have such strong units, such high tier units that no Terran or Zerg can't counter. I mean, sure, you got SCVs healing those battlecruisers, they're going to be up and running, but what happens when the Vortex takes half that army away? And then what happens when the Archons just jump into that? I mean, Terran does have a nice bank, 5,000 minerals, 2,000 gas. Facebook money! Holy crap, someone watches Lag TV. Good job for you.
Yes.
What's next? Oprah money, right? 10 grand? 10 grand is Oprah
10 grand is Oprah money.
For 15?
I
don't think.
I have no idea.
I have reached 20k minerals, 15k gas.
Wow.
Not really.
That's
I
a
just
skill.
rush my opponent and let my other 2 players duke it out while I take over the rest of the map. But still, it was interesting to have twice as much money as Oprah has. That was just fun. That was just fun. So here comes a nice little push. The Mothership does have enough energy to put down a Vortex. Let's see if that is put into play. There is plenty of Archons doing Archon points. The Mothership does push forward. No Vortex just yet. A Decloak Vortex is finally in. Push those Archons into that Vortex. We're going to go ahead and see an Archon toilet. Let's see if it is enough. Stalkers are going to go ahead and try to focus down. The final battlecruiser will go down. And look at the count, 152 to 189. Let's see when this Vortex pops. Surround a couple of volleys, but the armor of those battlecruisers is just too thick. The Archon toilet did not work. And now the Protoss forces are just going to dwindle 137. Fresh Warping does bring it up to over 140, but the PvP, I'm in shock.
Yeah, I mean, the Terran is now starting Behemoth Reactor So that will do so much DPS against anything of his choosing. And right now, I mean, what do you do as a Terran?
Is
He's
you
seeming
attack with your Banshees at the extremities and take out all the Nexus. Already one Nexus has gone down. A second one will go down very quickly. I mean, and it looks like it's going to go ahead and be a straight-up base race. One race is going to go ahead and shove his army down the throat of Confiteor, while the Slug Banshees is going to go ahead and do as much damage as possible. Now it's only a matter of time to see who dies first.
Yeah, I'd have to give the advantage to the Terran. I mean, he has the food lead, and Banshees are very, very strong against ground units. I'd like to see him get some other unit army here to support the Banshees, like just to kill off something that may be trying to counter him, because with Protoss strength of Warp Gate, he can just warp in a few Stalkers and really have a huge advantage here.
But there are already 4 battle cruisers on the field, 6 more on the way, and once he finally does decide to engage, looks like that mothership does go down, and that was the last hope of the Protoss army. That mothership went down to those 6 Vikings. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and lose all of these battle cruisers, but right now, what does he have? 6 more on the way, 6 more just are done being built, so they're going to go ahead and join the fray any second now. Warp Prison is warping in extra Stalkers. And right now, it's anyone's game, actually. This is just this turned into a precise attack, and now it's just a bar brawl. And I'm not sure if you've ever been in a bar brawl before, but it is.
No, at 16 years old, you tend to not be in many of those.
Well, hopefully we never hang out, because I will definitely get you in a bar brawl, and it hurts. And right now, it's anyone's game, just like a bar brawl. I mean, something's moving forward, trying to pick off these battlefields. That's hard. A single border is just going to go ahead and kill all of the Banshees. But, like I said, a Slugfest has occurred, a Slugfest has commenced, and I am not sure who's going to come out on the victor. Both players are just saying, what the hell is going on? I'm just going to go ahead and attack anything that moves, and that's exactly what's going on. Vikings are going to go ahead and chase away this warrior. This warrior can go down in a couple of volleys. No questions asked.
Yeah, this Protoss is now very much down in the food supply. He has a ton of Stargates, and he doesn't really have that much money. I mean, the Terran is banking almost 5,000 minerals. Almost Oprah. And he could expand rapidly, add on. As I would love to see barracks, but as this game is gone, he's probably going to add a few more starports, because you know what? He has 5, probably more. That's just what I'm looking at now. What's another 5 or 6 going to do, you know?
In his main base, 5 in his main base, 2 more at his third. So, yeah. So
yes, he does.
Right
I didn't
now,
see those.
It looks like MTD Rage is just chronoing boosting out probes, but that is the wrong avenue of attack to go right now. I mean, looking at the resources loss tab, MTD Rage is losing on both aspects of that engagement. I mean, he's lost 265 units, 43,000 resources. And as a Protoss, you never want to be on the losing end of that battle. Looking at the income tab, we see the harvester count is about equal, 41 to 45. But with the mules and the fact that Confiteor hasn't lost any extraneous bases, I mean, that secret expansion is still up and still going. He has the 11 o'clock natural expansion, the 11 o'clock third expansion, and right now, I would give the advantage to Confiteor. What Rage needs to do right now is just GG. I don't see him winning this game at all.
Yeah, but he obviously thinks he has a chance at this, and because he does have the upgrade lead. Protoss has 3/3 upgrades, while the Terran just has 2/2 weapons, and I doubt any ground. But I would love to see the Terran, start ship 3, because he does have just a ton of minerals at this point. Maybe throwing down even another CC because he has all the minerals, or just spending money. I mean, he's not really doing a great job of that. While the Protoss is keeping his minerals low and trying to just crawl back in this game any way he
No,
can.
definitely. I mean, and at this point, yeah, the Protoss player is crawling. I mean, I've been in this situation before. I know what it feels like, and you just grasp at straws. And with a huge, another squadron of Banshees are going to go ahead and attack the extremities of MTD Rage's base. No go for Rage. This simulator is going to go down. Actually, he's going to stop attacking the simulator. He's going to go ahead and attack the Nexus, and this is the right choice for Fisher. Forget extraneous buildings. Attack the Nexus. Starve your opponent. You know, I mean, at this point, you have to feel you're ahead as a Terran player. I mean, as a Terran player versus Protoss late game, you feel like, you know what, I'm still in this. Don't give him a chance to crawl back. Make him feel just vulnerable while he takes another squad of Banshees, and he's just going to go ahead and attack something for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get something out of each engagement, and I think if MTD Rage just kind of started going after a few Nexus here and there, I mean, yeah, he can probably pick off a cannon or two with with just the sheer amount of firepower that he has, and just be able to go hog wild on his main base. I mean, MTD Rage, what I like to do as a Protoss is have more than 1 or 2 pylons powering everything, and that's really not what he's doing.
I just spotted our Toast's pylon, man. Yeah, like I see 1 pylon,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, 5 warp gates, and that is just not what you want to do. But let us not speak of our Toast pylons as a Protoss player. You're a Protoss player, correct? Aw, dude.
I am.
Heart symbol to you. I actually have a Protoss tattoo on me. Isn't that weird?
That is awesome. If I ever did get a tattoo, that would definitely be the thing I would get. Either a tattoo of like Liquid Hero or a Protoss tattoo.
A Liquid Hero tattoo. Go ahead and explain that one.
Liquid Hero is just he's my favorite he's my favorite StarCraft player. He's always been, and it just kind of, I guess that'd be kind of weird having another dude on your arm, or somewhere, but you know, he's the handsome toss for a reason, you know.
Dude, you know what? No homo. / everything's okay. And if it was a Protoss tattoo, what Protoss tattoo would you get?
Just like the half circle thing, like the Protoss logo type deal, or yeah, or like a DT. Yeah, you know, I already have a DT tattoo though, but you can't see it. It's cloaked.
Funny. I like. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just the punster.
That was a good one. No, but I actually have the Accolade Tribe travel tattoo on my forearm.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up and get lightning spreading up and all the way up my arm. Gonna be great. Hopefully. Nice. If not, it's still gonna be cool. And yeah. Man.
Yeah, a second mothership on the way for the Protoss player. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I mean, he's not giving up on these motherships yet.
45-minute mark, and you want to talk technical? At this point, no one's listening. Okay, you know what? I want to lie. I'm gonna lie. Okay, for anyone that's listening, I have been drinking. If you have not noticed that throughout this entire cast, oh my God. This is what I sound like when I go from normal to inebriated. But regardless, I did a cast that I was drinking, and one of my final statements was, no one's listening at this point. And somebody, I can't remember the name of it, but double thumbs up to that guy. He said, at, quote, this minute, I was listening. Oh, Oh, you know what? I ain't
Yes.
even mad at that point. I am not even mad. So, Confitcher, shame on you for. Go ahead.
Hey, okay. If anyone's listening at this point, I'm just gonna say this right now. If anyone's listening at this point, write,
Uh,
um,
uh,
write, just put a comment of L. Just write L, then
and
hit
will
send.
we
If
give him-
anyone
will you
is
give him
still
prize?
watching,
That's bullshit, man.
I'll
That
give
ain't
him
no
a high
fucking
five.
prize. Okay, okay. If someone
What?
types out L at the moment and he said, type out L, I will give them a $20 game on Steam. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. If someone is in there at this point and said, the moment you said click L and send, I will give them a $20 game on Steam. Or a $20. Okay, if you watch my vlogs, I give away $20 gifts. A chance to. You
I
are
don't watch
excluded.
vlogs. I've
I'm
never
Sweaty
seen a
Nerd.
vlog of
Does
yours.
Sweaty Nerd does? It does. I know we covered
It's
this. but I'm
that.
fucking-
We already covered
Dude,
this.
This is my half bottle of vodka in, bro. Come on, man.
Dude, the
Oprah
Terran player is
money!
floating Oprah money. The Proton is Facebook money. The both players are max,
you wanna
trying to
get
micro
serious?
to the best of their abilities. I don't even know this game anymore.
What are we
I have not a
talking about
single
at
clue
this
what is
point?
happening. Dude, we have the Protoss is a war prism that's with the army like he does DPS. It doesn't make sense anymore. The
Go
Protoss is
ahead
taking
and hit
expansion in the
one.
middle of the map.
We'll go ahead and see the units, or we're gonna go ahead and see the groupage of MT Rage. He has his Nexuses at 1, his army at 2, his Phoenix is at 3, his mothership at 4, and his Stargate's at 6. That just shows his grouping. Go ahead and hit 2. Confitcher, you only using 2 hotkeys, bro? Come on!
Oh, one for your 7 orbital commands and one for your barracks and starports.
Confitcher.
Are you serious? I'm a silver level player, and I use 1 through 0.
How do you
What?
go all
Yeah.
the way to 0, bro?
Oh really? Dude, I don't even know. I don't know. One of the people that taught me how to play StarCraft, he actually plays Zerg, and he taught me my hotkeys, and he uses 1 through 0. So that's why, like, I just always use 1 through 0.
But, hey, dude, MTD Rage.
Yeah, I know,
go
dude.
back. You look the
Pull back
food
what
count,
from
bro.
this? Yeah, dude.
You
MTD
look
Rage
the
is almost
borders,
max.
look
Can
the
punch you
mothership,
with
look at the
185
High
supply.
Templar, Vortex, Archon fit in that toilet, bro. Holy crap. Is the Protoss gonna win this?
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
The Protoss might win this.
I have no idea.
No,
Dude,
no!
The Protoss is gonna win this right now.
Look at the food count. It went from 170 to
No, for me.
115.
What is happening? Oh my! MTD Rage is out, and
Oh, dude,
yeah,
why were you
this is
talking about
not
tattoos
even-
and shit, dude? There was a great game going on, man. No.
you brought up the tattoos. Yes.
Regardless.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We've
Regardless,
talked about the
we
game
gave
the
up on
entire thing.
Never give up on Protoss. Protoss for life.
And it's
Oh
happening
my
now, and it is going down.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
don't
seen
even-
enough of this?
What?
I'm still, dude. I haven't hit F9.
Still recording?
Episode
Yeah, man, let's
2
do
of
this. Bring out
test.
episode
And by
2.
the way, my offer still stands. If anyone types out J at the and points out the exact minute that the Sweaty Nerd is back. I'm sorry. Why are you so slow? Anyway,
It's that, bro. It's that.
If you guys type out, you said J, right? It was L. If you guys say that
was L,
Sweaty Nerd
but-
said L at this exact moment, I will give you guys a $20 prize, whether it be PSN, Xbox Live, or Steam. No, you are not included.
Oh, damn, would I be able
Or
to win?
your friends. No. Yeah. So
No.
honor my
That is. Are you? Oh, I shouldn't have. I should have just used that.
Yeah, I know.
No. Okay, there's a huge engagement going on here.
I'm going at 12 frames per second right now. I am, dude. This is what happens
No.
when it slows down. There's a Protoss,
recorded this.
a max Protoss army going up against an impotent Terran force with Sonic Storm's mothership vortexes going on. Come on, man. I got a store-bought CPU with just a graphics card. No,
Oh, just a graphics card. So you don't have a processor or RAM, like.
Except the GTX 900 graphics card.
Nice. I actually probably couldn't do this any better. I'm on a laptop right now.
Shame. Wait, what?
I'm usually on.
Is that why you wanted me to record this and upload?
No, I wanted you to record this and upload because no one's gonna view it if it's on my channel.
You'll get like 20 views. I get the same amount of views on my StarCraft 2 videos. I don't give a damn.
Dude.
Okay,
No,
maybe
you
30,
get more than 20 views.
Whatever. Yes.
No, no. You're bigger than I am, dude. You have hundreds of videos. I have like
if
5.
Okay, wait, time out. If someone has hundreds of videos,
so what?
2 subscribers, what does that count? But if someone has 5 videos and 10,000 subscribers, what does that tell you?
That tells me that he's sub for subbed.
Touche. I'm gonna go ahead and back away from this argument because you clearly won that one. Sub for sub. Oh, good job. Good job. Yeah, buddy. Hey, you wanna hear a funny story about some guy that said "yeah, buddy" a lot?
It's the thing.
Yeah, he said "yeah, buddy" so
yeah,
much
buddy.
that in a company-wide meeting, when someone said, what? Go.
Okay, hold the phone. Hold the freaking phone.
What?
We have carrier production.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, where's?
Yeah, buddy.
Finally,
we have.
Have we been talking for 60
Hashtag
minutes?
save.
Oh Jesus!
Spam it on.
Man.
Spam it on Twitter.
Jesus. Anyways, company-wide meeting, 300 people. 300 people in this meeting, and the management said, okay, well, someone has been complaining about this. And then all someone had to say was, yeah, buddy. And out of 300 people, you knew exactly who he was talking about. Because that guy said, yeah, buddy, all the time.
Okay, StarCraft just happened. I'm just gonna let you say it whenever you realize it.
Look at that. Configure 180 food supply to 200. Protoss for life.
Dude, Configure didn't win MTD Rage 1.
Food supply, bro.
No, you said Configure 1. Oh my god.
I apologize.
No, dude, Configure left the game. Yeah. Okay, so this has been That's Funny Nerd. I'm sure I'll get BoneCarlos to put a link to my channel in the description.
I'm serious. I'm not gonna link you. I'm not gonna shout you out. I'm not even gonna upload this video. I am.
No, you're full of crap.
That's because
we just sat here for an hour and casted this game.
No, I'm not gonna.
So you're not gonna link. You're not gonna link me. You're not gonna up.
By the way, I just stopped.